Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'll be showing you how to make a very perfect Nigerian chin chin, both baked and fried one. So glue to the screen and see how everything came out fine and crunchy. I'm Doris. What you are watching is Queen D Kitchen. Yes, these are the lists of the recipes I'll be using for today's chin chin. Yes, you can see them written. You can as well get them at the description box down below. Always check the description box to get the ingredients. So let's proceed to make this chin chin. You start by sieving the flour. I use 2000 grams of flour here. Add the powdered milk. You add all the dry ingredients together and sieve them out. It's very important to sieve it so that any lumps will be dissolved immediately. The size of the sugar you add depends on how sweet you want it to be. Some doesn't like it sugary, so you add to moderation that you crave for. You can see the nutmeg. I use the seed nutmeg, so you grate them out and sieve as well. It's very important to sieve all the dry ingredients when you are making chin chin or any other thing that involves flour. So this is Queen D Kitchen. Today is about chin chin. You see the fried one and you see the baked one. That's why you must watch to the end and see how the two chin chin is being made. So you mix the dry ingredients that you might have put to the flour. You mix it together and keep that aside. Then you break the egg. Break the eggs. I use 6 eggs here for the 200 kilos of flour. So you transfer the whisked egg to the flour and you add up the flavor. I use vanilla flavor here and other flavor as well. I use 2 flavor here precisely. So the second one is coconut flavor. So when you are making chin chin, you use your desired flavor, the most desired flavor you wish for. So I use vanilla and coconut flavor here. So now you use your clean hands to start making the dough. What I just added is butter. I've melted it. So you add it up and start mixing them up. Mix to combine, scramble, mix until you get a dough. So when you might have added the melted butter, you make sure you mix very well so that everything will combine before adding the liquid. I added liquid milk here. Yes, I want it creamy and tasty. That's why I added the powdered milk and the liquid milk. You keep on mixing to combine. You add the liquid gradually so that it will not be too soft. So you start mixing, continue to mix to combine till you get the consistency you really want. Not too thick and not too soft. You can see a dough has been formed. Yes, a dough has been perfectly formed. So what next? Wash and see. Keep washing and see how everything on food. Then you sprinkle some flour on the work surface and bring out the dough from the bowl and give it a gentle knead for 2 to 3 minutes. Need to combine. Yes, after that you still transfer it back to the bowl and cover to rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, this is the process of making a perfect chin chin, Nigerian chin chin precisely. So after 10 to 15 minutes, you uncover it and bring it out to the work surface and you give it a gentle knead. Don't have to knead it much now because it's ready to fry. In the kitchen where you get it as is happening, where explain, no stone will be left unturned. Then you have to divide them into 4 parts as to take each part and roll out. Yeah, as I told you before, what I use is 2,000 grams of flour. You can see how it came out. So you roll out each part at a time. When you finish with one, you start with another. Sprinkle the flour once more to the work surface and roll the parts of the dough that you've cut. Roll it out. Roll it out very flat. How flat you roll it depends on how thick or light you want your chin chin to be. So at this process, you heat the frying pan to heat the oil up. So you add the oil to the frying pan and heat it so that it will be heating up while you are cutting the chin chin. Because if you didn't do this, after cutting the chin chin, you will still wait for the oil to heat. So as you are about cutting the chin chin, you heat the oil up and turn the gas down. So you start cutting. You can use pestle cutter, knife or pizza cutter to do this. Cut to your desired sizes. As for me, I cut some square, I cut some tiny. I cut different sizes here, square, horizontal and tiny with my pizza cutter. If you have knife, you can use. If you have pestle cutter, you can use. Or any of these 3 you use will come out fine and good. So transfer to a tray and repeat the process. You have to cut the chin chin down before frying so that once you start frying, it won't take time. When you cut and fry, it still take you time to roll and cut again. So you make sure you roll them out and cut them to different sizes that you might wish to before frying. You have to be fast so that the oil will not be too hot. Although when you heat the oil, you turn it to a low heat, because after you might, so that when you might have finished rolling the 4 parts of the dough you cut, the oil will be at a normal temperature, at a medium heat, not too high and not too low. These are the cut chin chin. This one is the tiny one. You keep them also aside. You can see how tiny this is. The size is different from the previous one. So here I have like 3 different shapes of the chin chin. So with your cutter you can achieve any sizes you want in chin chin. You can see this one is another shape. This very one is another shape. Is of 3 shapes that I use in today's recipes of chin chin. And this very one is the one I bake. So you transfer it to a baking tray. You add the parchment paper or a baking sheet, and make sure you separate them so that they will not gum together. You can see already good to go. The one that I will bake and the one that I will fry already. So let's go and make them come out good and fine. Don't forget to subscribe to Queen Lee Kitchen. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. And if people that have subscribed before, thank you very much. If you are here, share this video, let it go viral. Tell your friends, family, let them subscribe to this channel. Don't be stingy, so that they will learn as they are learning as well. So infuse the oil with onions so that it will give that perfect and nice aroma. So fry in a medium heat to a golden brown. You can see now the oil has heated to normal, as I tell you. So you keep frying the ones you want to fry. The one I wanted to bake is already is about entering the oven. As you can see, bake at 300 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is. As it's baking, you concentrate on the frying ones. Stir from time to time so that some will not done differently with the others. Stir to time to time so that everything will come out fine. The 4th batch is okay. Bring them out. Once it's like this, when you bring them out, naturally it will turn to a golden brown. Yes, as it is now, take them out. They are done. Yes, you can see how it is. Take them out, put them in a sieve. After like 2 minutes, transfer them to a tray so that they will be separated and they will cool off. So you add the 2nd batch again until you repeat this process until you are done. You can see this 2nd batch is the tiny one. Yes, it's the longer one. Then you check the one in the oven. You can see Upon I separated them, some still stick together. I have to use your hand and separate them. Yes, before you brush them with oil. Yes, you have to brush them with oil and transfer to oven for another 2 to 3 minutes. What I use here exactly is olive oil. You can use any oil of your choice, but not red oil. Even when you are frying them, use cooking oil, but not a red oil. So what I'm using here now is olive oil to brush them out. Then you put them back to the oven and check the last chin chin that is frying. And after taking them out, you can see it's golden brown, it's done. Then go back to the baked one. Baked chin chin is ready already and it's out. You can see all the chin chin, they are ready. So already you can see how golden brown it is, how crunchy it is. You can pack your chin chin, pack it and make sure that it's well sealed. You can as well put them in nylon and make sure it's well sealed. This can last up to 2 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months. When you put them in freezer, it can last more than that. So you can see the tie one, how I tie it and seal it up, and the one I put in a plastic container well sealed, and others as well. I'll still pack them in a plastic container. Please share this video, let it go viral. Yes, let it go viral so that others that doesn't know how to do chin chin will learn as well. Kindly subscribe, as I always say, to Windy Kitchen. If you have subscribed, thank you. Make sure that your friends, neighbors, well-wishers, they subscribe so that we all shall go to a greater height. Thank you always for clicking to my video and watching it to the end. Thank you for watching. See you again on my very next video. Bye for now.